Morning, everybody. It's the 9th of June. We're Signal Centre Talking Ball. Joe Neighbour, Steve O'Hare and Ian Coleman. Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Lively start.
Yeah. Few bells and whistles going off, isn't there, in the background?
Cool.
Yeah, so we've been triggered on a few bits this morning. Been a bit of a risk-off move in the last hour or so, which has triggered a few bits.
Yeah.
Headlines out this morning. Ian, you mentioned it was down to comments from the World Bank.
Well, I'm guessing. That was the Bloomberg, going back to the Bloomberg email this morning. It's just saying doom, doom, doom. Oh, sorry, gloom, gloom, gloom was the headline. It just said World Bank says that we're heading towards the worst contraction since Second World War. Thanks to COVID, plunging millions into poverty. Everywhere's looking crap, basically. US has officially ended an expansion in February. China's facing a budget hole. Blah, blah, blah. Spain's economy could be the worst hit in the whole of Europe. Not if all the Brits get out there on their jollies.
There's no chance of that.
Well, they reckon the bookings have gone absolutely mental, don't they? They've opened up the booking lines or something. Anyway, yeah, so I think, I don't know. I don't know if this is the catalyst, but...
some French data out this morning, which doesn't look particularly great.
CAC.
Yeah. Also, the French finance minister saying the aerospace recovery is likely to be very slow, take 2 to 3 years in order to return to normal. There's also a chat out of China by the looks of things on the live score this morning. There is some tensions ongoing on the Chinese North Korea peninsula.
Oh, that might be the daddy then.
That could have been why we've seen this dash to risk off. That came out around about 8:18, I think, from what I can see. 18 minutes past 8.
Okay, well, what was that? I missed that.
Some chat about tensions between China and North Korea.
Okay.
Yes, that can't be...
All you need is America to get involved, just to sort of like be the peacemaker, yeah?
They're so good at that. Yeah, I can't see much else which is causing it. I mean, let's just chuck it over to the charts. Anybody seen anything interesting? I was looking at Aussie myself. But go on, Ian. You've got
he wants to do
No, it's only
all he wants to do is gun to the head trade already in case it runs away.
It's already... No. Oh, well, I had a loser on it yesterday. No, just this wedge breaking out this morning. We're short at 5187, but it's too late. It's gone.
Did you get on? Did you celebrate this morning?
We did.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we are short. And just looking at that, we talked about yesterday about 261.8% fib. I don't even know where it is now. Is it on this chart?
Making it up as you go along, aren't you?
Yeah, basically. No, it's not there. Which one is it? Is it this one? No, I'm making it up as I go along, clearly. It might be this one. Yeah, if you go to 4 hours, just here.
Ah, yeah.
We talked about yesterday, and then we've got bespoke resistance located here at 5217, so it's sort of just messed about inside that, and then it's broken lower.
That's a fairly powerful looking candle there as well, considering there's not been anything like that in that run up. So
and these pairs that's a wedge breakout. I tried to get in on a retest this morning, but I think that's probably gone now. That's Aussie dollar.
Yeah, looking at similar things on the Aussie
New Zealand dollar. These aren't the calls, by the way. I'm going in the other direction today. These are the calls. So yeah, I'm thinking risk off. I mean, that sterling yen surpassed this 261.8%. I thought we might get a little bounce to get short, but they all look like they're just running away at the moment.
Indeed. Just on my screen, I've got the Aussie CAD here. This is an hourly chart. I've got a bit of a head and shoulders formation taking place there. Potential wedge breakout on Aussie Swiss. Channel breakout on Aussie Yen. So all the Aussies are looking a little bit... well, they were looking overstretched before, so I think this could be the start of a bit of a dip.
Yeah, commodities.
This is the Aussie basket, so broken out of a wedge there, and quite a powerful move to the downside. So we could be about to see a bit of a corrective move there, because this move up has been, pretty unrelenting, to be honest, over the last. Well, when did it start? From the low, actually, really, back in March.
Powerful, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, we saw a bit of a dip there, but that was fairly short-lived. Whether or not we will see anything materialise here, I don't know. There was a visible dash to safer havens on the for the likes of the Swiss currency and the yen. This is the Swiss basket. Potential bottom pattern there, broken up from the short-term downtrend on that move higher this morning, and on the Japanese yen we saw a similar.
Yeah, it just
thing.
hit some support, didn't it? Yeah.
Nice reversal there. So
Is the dollar
could
doing
be
anything on the
purchasing.
basket, Joe?
Well,
US
dollar
dollar, obviously.
index, and that was
Yeah, dollar
looking
index just moved higher slightly in the
pretty
last hour. So
choppy on the hourly. Yeah, breaking up for a little bit of a wedge there. You could argue on the. That's not the dollar index. That's our dollar basket. It's an equal weighted basket of currencies versus the US dollar. I was looking at the dollar index, which is not letting me do.
yeah, I've got the dollar index up here.
Yeah, go on. You've got it.
It's well, I mean, the candles the last 3 days. Sorry, last 2 days. You got a bullish hammer candle here, an inverted hammer there. Both bullish candles, and then you're sort of getting this engulfing type candle formation. So if we get a break of 97.06 in the dollar index, I think we could see an extended move higher. But at the moment, it's still contained. So a slight move.
Look at it on the hourly chart, Steve. You can just see it just looks pretty sideways.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, really short term. It's sort of like supportive a little bit, but again, need to get a break of this 97.07. That'll be a double bottom formation, or even you could even sort of like say it's a reverse head and shoulders formation. Don't know how likely you are to stretch it like that.
Bloody hell.
Pretty crap. But it's amazing.
Squinting to get that one.
It's amazing how sort of good you get after 30 years in the industry, how you can see these things without people. Cable. I was looking to celebrate this morning in cable.
Yeah, nice touch.
And it's just broken through there, looking for a bit of an extended move. I was just thinking that sort of dollar felt a little bit overdone on the downside, and maybe we're just going to get one of these normal corrective moves, turn around Tuesday. Euro sterling, I'm a little bit annoyed. Yesterday I was looking to buy at 88.65. Today I've moved the bid lower, and it touched 88.64, and it's bounced off there really nicely. FTSE just got triggered on FTSE on the long. Obviously, this risk-off move has triggered that. That's the euro yen.
Jump in volume there as well on the FTSE.
Yeah.
If you notice.
Yeah, you sort of on the sort of like decent moves, the decent candles, you do get them spikes. I mean, it's only on an hourly chart, but it's quite a decent 2 dark candles there. I don't want to gloat about yesterday's euro yen, which was sort of like really selling a break at 123.50. No, 123.40 yesterday. Moved really nicely and extended lower than we expected. Got down to 121.32 over well, in the last few minutes actually. So again, yeah, I think definitely a bit of a sort of choppy day today. So be careful out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about gloating, did anybody see my gun to the head trade yesterday?
Go on. Go on. I was far too busy watching grass grow.
Okay, this was.
Yeah, it was good. Dollar Swiss.
Dollar Swiss. Sold it up around here. The exact price was 96.28. So there, and it came within half a tick of hitting the target. The low was 95.55. Spot 9. The target was 95.55, so it didn't actually hit the target. It would have been a 5.2 R if it did, but it ended up being a 4.14 R.
Oh, he steams into the lead.
It has hit the target now. If you'd held it any longer, obviously a bit of a consolidation for a break lower. So yeah, that worked out quite nicely. Let's just have a look at how that did overall for the P&L. Nice little uptick.
Boom.
So heading back in the right direction.
Nice.
With that,
we won't bother talking about mine, I don't think.
You both were stopped out, I think. So we're just skirt over that
Can you
quite
stop
quickly.
me out? See, hold on, I'm going to check the low on
All
there.
about timing, mate. All about timing.
Has anybody got anything today they're particularly interested in? I know you were quite keen to have a go in. I'll chuck it over to you.
Oh, just cable again. I did when I said yesterday. I said I was sort of debating about which one to go for. Obviously, that CAC's gone now, so I'm not interested. Swing low from the 28th of Feb on the daily chart. It's rallies above there are getting sold into. The weekly chart is a 61.8% fib here. If you really squint hard, free wave correction potentially. What I do like though is on this time frame, which is 2 hours, you've got that evening doji star formation posted at the high. Could even say it's potentially a wedge. I'm not quite sure about that, but it might form
there.
it might form a head and shoulders, so we might get a little dip buying. But I think over the course of today's price action, I think we'll see it lower. So, and I think the rest of them are already gone. Put it that way. So I'm going to have to go for this.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm
Cool.
wrong way round, aren't I? Short. And of course, Steve's already in it.
Got to be in it.
Oh, 2.8R. Getting short 126.75. Targeting 125.01. Stop at 127.37.
Very nice. Steve, you got something, or do you want me to go?
No, I'll go. I'm happy to go. I'm just going to go with this euro sterling. I still favour the euro over sterling from a technical perspective, and also fundamentally at this point in time on a short-term basis. So I'm going to get long here. 88, 88, 88. And I'm going to put the stop at 88,666. But I shouldn't really. I should put it at 64 because that's a low. And the target, I'll leave the target at where it is 89, 66, 89.55. We go 2.67 to 1. That's buying euro sterling. Stop at 88.64, which is would be a new low over the past time periods, all the way back to there.
Head and shoulders there if it breaks that support.
Yeah, so good place to have the stop.
Yeah. I'm going to take a look at Euro Swiss. It's not the best market to trade, but we've just been triggered on it on our intraday analysis, so I'm going to support that and buy it now at 0765. Potential for a top to take place here, but we've seen a move lower to an 88.6% fib level, and I've got some support down here at 0762. So I'm going to support that and buy it now. Going to keep the same parameters that we've got in the trade for our intraday analysis. Going to target 0852 with a stop at 0736. So 3.54R if that plays out from here.
Lovely.
Again, like Steve's one on the euro, there is a potential for a head and shoulders to take place here. So a break below that support at 0762, and I would not want to be on in that because I would fear that there'll be a deeper correction down here somewhere. But let's see if there is a pushback to risk on at some stage today following this big dip this morning. Okay, anybody got anything else? What about data today? Is there anything on the calendar that we need to be aware of?
I haven't really looked at the data.
GDP, Eurozone GDP at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Expected minus 3.8 quarter on quarter, minus 3.2 year on year. Eurozone employment change, not seen that before, but they're not highlighting that as much of a market mover, strangely enough.
Yeah, we've got it on the lowdown.
We've got B of E. Going to be careful how I say this with my Tourette's. Cunliffe speaking later at 3:30.
Okay.
And that's about it, really.
Great. So anything
US
else?
jolts.
On the
Saudi Arabia
charts?
just talking about ending their voluntary cuts on the OPEC plus pact. So watch out, oil.
Yeah.
Could have another slip back. BP cutting 15% of its workforce.
I saw that 10,000 jobs.
Yeah, 10,000 jobs to go. Obviously,
So
yeah.
we had the Bank
Outlook
of
not
England
good.
chief economist yesterday stated that economic activity had collapsed, obviously, and that the bank was possibly seeing an unprecedented level of inactivity in the labour market due to furloughed staff being made unemployed. So obviously they're taking the government money to give these guys payment during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, but then they're going to end up having to make them unemployed anyway because business is going to be hit so hard.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to see, isn't it?
In terms of lockdown in the UK, Boris was talking yesterday that it's his intention to open non-essential retail outlets from the 15th of June, but that would be conditional with restaurants and cafes not opening until the 4th of July. So, once you've got restaurants, cafes, pubs open, I think that's...
It's only
pretty much
outside
out.
seating, though, isn't it? He was talking about 22nd of June for pubs. I've got a timer on my watch.
Got a calendar to fit in the calendar.
I've got one of those. The kids have those countdown things for Christmas.
Yeah, I can imagine you know how many hours it is.
I'll tell you. I've set it for 11 o'clock in the morning, obviously, for when it opens.
Yeah, have you got that day booked off?
Oh shit! No, but we'll all be down there, won't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up for obviously a pub being open because I'm desperate for a pint in a pub, but there's still no sort of guidance on
You go.
other things like when the hairdressers reopen, or if your grandparents can look after your kids or anything like that. Is that more?
Well, you've got a
than getting
hairdresser.
I've got a personal hairdresser,
Yeah,
but I'd like my parents to look after my kids because I'm sick of them.
How old are they now? They're old enough to look after themselves.
My grandparents or my mum and dad?
No, your children.
No, the kids. They're 11 and 9, so they
That's a good. You
that.
can
be
that
fine.
Yeah, 11 and 9 is 20. That's more than an adult between them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps it all up. Be careful today. Looks like we're in for a choppy one. So, good luck.
Yeah,
and
good
we'll
luck
be back
today.
tomorrow.
Cheers.
Yeah, enjoy.
See you later.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.